there and welcome to another video. I am Raluca, as always. For this look I was actually inspired by my outfit. I have this top that I thought has very lovely colors, so I wanted to do a makeup look inspired by it. This is what I came up with. I have a green smoky liner with an orange crease and somehow of an orange nude lip as well. And that's my presentation for today. Let's get into the tutorial. I have the perfect palette for today's look. The Tribe by Juvia's Place. So if I wanted to match my top, I have this kind of foresty green here. Then I also have this orangey color which matches this part of the shirt. So let's roll. I'm going to prime first. I'm using my Shadow Insurance eyeshadow primer from Too Faced. Notice how I seize every opportunity I find to use greens. And I have just a look in mind. You've probably seen it by now, but I haven't, so it's a surprise for me. Okay, this requires a little bit of dry time, like maybe any eyeshadow primer out there, I guess. They do need a little bit of time to sit in order to dry a little bit, so they won't have that sticky texture, so when you apply your eyeshadow on top, you will be able to blend them out. Meanwhile, I have here a green pencil from Sephora Collection that I'm going to use as base for my eyeliner, because I'm going to do a smoky green eyeliner with an orange crease and like a light cream shade on my lid, because I have light cream here. But why am I starting with the pencil? I don't want to start with the pencil, I want to start with the lid shade. Actually, I'm going to start with my crease shade, which is going to be this orangey toned color. And I'm using a Morphe M506 brush and picking it up, tapping off the excess. I was about to use the palette's mirror, but the palette doesn't have a mirror. I'm gonna use my own. And I'm starting the application from the outer corner of my eye. Oh, this screams carrot to me. It's a little bit more vibrant than my top, but it's whatever. I said inspired, not identical. I'm doing tiny circular motions, blending it into my outer corner. And then I am taking it into my crease and kind of blending it outwards towards my temples. For my lid shade, I don't really have a cream shade in this Tribe palette, so I brought another one, which is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. And I'm gonna go for this first shade. It's pretty basic. Any light cream eyeshadow would work, and I feel like a lot of palettes have eyeshadows like this. Oh, this one has a mirror. Okay, I'm gonna use it. Does it lean pink, or is this just me? Anyways, I'm gonna maybe combine it with a little bit of this light yellowish color. I'm using a large, flat but fluffy brush. It's a Juvia's Place small buffer brush. This is not small, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm fading it into the outer corner shade. Having this Too Faced palette in my hand makes me wonder, maybe I should just take my palettes one by one and create a look with each of them? I mean, I'm running out of inspiration, so could be an idea. Okay, time for my green eyeliner. I'm taking the green pencil that I mentioned earlier. It's in the shade Luscious Emerald and it's discontinued, like any Sephora Collection product that I own. And I'm applying it into my outer corner mainly. I'm gonna attempt to create a little extension, so I'm taking my pencil brush, which is my Morphe 149, and I'm doing little swiping motions like that in my outer corner in order to create a tiny faded wing. This is kind of like a base. I'm going to use eyeshadow on top of it. I'm gonna take this eyeshadow in the corner of the Tribe palette on the same pencil brush actually. Then I'm gonna top the pencil. This fortunately switches up the shade a little bit because that was a bit teal almost. I'm using the tip of the brush to bring it all the way to the inner portion of my lash line. The tip of this brush is really small, so it allows me to be somewhat precise with where I apply my shade. If you don't have a brush like this, you can use a flat brush or an angled brush. I feel like those would be good options as well. But I picked up a little bit more of the green and I'm building up the outer corner part because I kind of want to extend the liner a bit. And again, this tip is really useful because I can do the wing with it. Kind of builds effortlessly. I am thickening the outer part so I can lift my outer corner visually. And I believe I am happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna apply some mascara on my top lashes, but first I am curling them. And I'm gonna be using this Thrill Seeker mascara from Rimmel, which is in the shade Black Brown or Brown Black. I'm not sure. Either way, it's not completely black, I guess, even though it kind of looks black to me. Apparently it's a very dark brown. Moving on to the face makeup, as foundation I'm going to use the Kind and Free Skin Tint from Rimmel. Taking a little bit of that and spreading it evenly on my cheek. And I'm gonna use a sponge to blend it in. Notice how it's green. And then for concealer I'm going to reach for the same Kind and Free range, and I'm gonna mix the shades Fair and Light. So adding a little bit of Fair here and maybe here as well for a little bit of highlighting. Some of the light shade right here. And I'm gonna be using the same lovely green sponge. I'm gonna need to set this. I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder and picking it up on an eyeshadow blending brush. This kind of a brush. With this kind of a brush I can reach my under eye area really well. I can set this inner portion as well. That's why I enjoy using an eyeshadow brush to set my under eyes. And I also only set my under eyes, so I just maybe drag it down a little bit and set this pores area as well. But the rest of my skin is gonna stay powder free. As bronzer I'm going to use my favorite at the moment, the Catrice Sun Lover Bronzer. It has such a beautiful tone and also has some little shimmers in it which I truly enjoy. I'm again kind of breezing through the face makeup. I just feel like it's pretty repetitive. I just don't do anything special when it comes to my face makeup. Maybe I should put in more effort into my face makeup, I don't know. Anyway, moving on to blush, I'm going to use the Essence The Blush in the shade 10. I'm going to use stamping motions, applying it a little above the bronzer. And then highlighter, going to reach for my Maybelline Masterchrome highlighter in the shade Molten Rose Gold. Okay, face makeup done, great stuff. We're moving fast here, I like it. Moving on to the lower lash line. At first I thought I would apply the dark green on my lower lash line, but I don't feel like wearing such heavy makeup today. I like it a little bit softer like this. So I'm gonna apply some light color pencil on my waterline. This is the Sephora Collection 12-Hour Contour in the shade Coconut. And then I'm just gonna take this lovely shade from the Tribe palette. It's kind of like a light olive green. And I'm gonna apply that all over my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna finish off with the Thrill Seeker with the mascara that I used from Rimmel. Lastly, I'm gonna highlight my inner corner. Let's use this shade in the Tribe palette, which is gold, green, whatever, it has a green tint. It's lovely. I'm just gonna use a flat brush and stamp it into my inner corner and kind of fading it a bit. Okay, let's do some nude lips, of course. I was thinking that I really want to do a look where I use another color of lipstick, another shade, like maybe red or not red necessarily actually, because I feel like red is very particular. You can only wear like a certain eye looks with it. But I don't know, maybe something darker, something else. I just use nudes, and today I need to use a nude. I feel like it's what would suit this look best. So I'm going to reach for a nude. I actually got an exciting idea. Well, not really exciting, but a little bit more exciting than the plain nude that I usually use. Since I have the eye look that I have, I'm going to go for an orangey nude. I have this L'Oreal pencil in the shade Seine Sunset. This is such a lovely formula. Let me just wipe off my Vaseline from my lips. Look at how effortlessly that glides on my lips. It's so creamy and rich in pigment. I really love this formula. I'm probably gonna have to look for other shades, even though this is really flattering as well. Gonna fill in the corners a little bit. I'm reaching for my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade... what shade is this? Driver. This resembles my eye look a little bit more. See, it has this orangey tone, kind of like a pumpkin shade. But I'm gonna have to blend it into the pencil since they're not exactly the same shades. Well, they're not even close, but whatever. That is everything for today's look. Does it look like my top? I'm not sure. The orange is a little bit more vibrant than the one on my top, but at least I found a little source of inspiration today. I do have ideas for looks, I just don't have enough time, I guess. Like, I want to use all sorts of shades and do colorful looks. I'm feeling a little bit more inspired since the warm weather is here, probably. I'm gonna head out. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it inspired you a little bit. I wish you an amazing day and I will see you next time. Bye!